Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. NBA Week 13 review. Some things that happened this week. We've seen some crazy things happening. We've seen one big trade that happened with Terry Rozier getting traded to the Miami Heat from the Charlotte Hornets. They send Kyle Lowry and a 2027 first round pick for Terry Rozier. And Terry Rozier has been with the Heat, played a few games with the Heat. So I'm still trying to get situated a little bit, but I think it's a great trade for the Miami Heat. I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan, of course. But I'm saying it because from a perspective of, Rozier bringing them something the Heat been missing at the point guard position, and also giving that extra scoring threat. Because Kyle Lowry is a future Hall of Famer. Don't get me wrong. Future Hall of Famer, amazing career. I think the most assists ever in Raptors history. Also an NBA champion, a multiple-time All-NBA player, multiple-time All-Star as well. But he's a little older now. I think Kyle Lowry is 38 years old. And he's not like a LeBron workout warrior type guy. So you see the injuries and you see the wear and tear on his body, and you see kind of like the decrease in play as well for Kyle Lowry too. So the Heat had to go and find a way to like bring Terry Rozier on, bring a guy Terry Rozier is 28, 29 years old, who still have a lot of spark, who's still in his prime as well, and who still, has the ability to be a game changer on the team as well. There's some other guys too out there that can help some contender teams too, like Bruce Brown, I believe so, Alex Caruso, DeJounte Murray. Who's another guy? Trying to think. Maybe a Buddy Hield too. I think the Buddy Hield probably stay put with the Pacers, but it was rumors and speculations about him maybe going to a different team and stuff. I know Pascal Siakam joined the Pacers. Their team is kind of stacked now with Halliburton, Siakam. And I think they probably keep Buddy Hield, but you never know. They want to maybe like make some moves or trade, or somebody send the right offer and might make a trade or a deal. Lauri Markkanen is another guy too, who might have a lot of value, a lot of interest, a lot of different teams too. So we've seen a lot of guys with the rumors circulating, the trade deadline is coming up. A lot of teams trying to win now. They're tired of waiting to trying to build slowly, trying to win now, make these big dramatic moves. Seen the Phoenix Suns, remember they did that big trade for Kevin Durant last year, and they got Booker, of course, they got Bradley Beal. They're trying to make another trade for Miles Bridges as well. As a rumor going around about that. So we've seen a lot of different scenarios and rumors going on about teams trying to bring a championship home to the city. Another thing that's happening too as well, everybody's scoring 70 points, it seemed like. We got Luka Doncic scoring 73 points, Embiid scoring 70 points. We had Karl Towns score 63. We had all type of guys going around the league. I think PJ Washington just scored 47 yesterday. So we have all different type of guys around the league just going crazy, absolutely crazy. A lot of fans had to, they were saying on Twitter and all the media and stuff saying that, hey, there's no defense in the league anymore. There is defense. You watch some of those games, you look at some of those buckets that Luka and Embiid, well, in the B game, he was just bullying them like that. But the Luka Doncic, you look at those games, some of those buckets he was making was just very tough. Like the defense was there, just the offense is just better like that. Sometimes you just can't account for it like that. So it's like sometimes it happens. Just like with Ray Allen, when Ray Allen hit that big time shot. Of course, it's a little contested a little bit like that. It was a closeout. Bosh threw it out to him. It was a closeout. But hey, Ray Allen gonna hit that shot right there. So it's always like, hey, you can have all the defense in the world on. We've seen Stephen Curry do it all the time. You can put the best defense ever around the perimeter on him. You can harass him and stuff. We've seen Kobe Bryant do it before. The preseason game, harassing Curry. He was dribbling like that. He just turned around and hit a three. So you're like, I'm playing the best defense I can. I can't stop that right there. That is a great shot. That's a great and tough shot. Tough bucket. You just got to respect it. So a lot of guys who are like 6'8", 6'9", who have the ability of a guard like Embiid, like 7 feet, but you see his assist total is like 6.5 assists a game. He can shoot the three ball. He's shooting like 85% from the free throw line. He can also get to the rim and basket. So it's like, how you supposed to stop that? We see Wembanyama, he put up 37 on one of these games and 33 and stuff. How you supposed to stop that? This man is 7'3", and he has the skills of a guard, point guard, and a shooting ability of a shooting guard as well, and the height of a center. So it's kind of tough to stop that. So I don't think the defense is dwindling. Of course, they have changed some rules and stuff as well, but I feel like the offense is just way better nowadays. So you see some of these hybrid players like that. They're not just vampires and werewolves. They're hybrids. They got vampire powers and werewolf powers together. They're going out there be like, this man is 7 feet, and he can shoot like Stephen Curry, and he can dribble like Kyrie, and he also is the size of Embiid. So be like, okay, I can't do anything about that. But it's just tough. But another topic that's going on too, Adrian Griffin getting fired after being 40 and 40 and 13? No, 30 and 13. Yeah, 30 and 13 as a head coach on the start of the first 43 games, which is phenomenal, which is very good, especially for a rookie head coach, a guy who's stepping in to new territory. It's his first year as a coach, so it's phenomenal that he was going out there being 30 and 13. But they fired him after that. I didn't get that, and a lot of people said that the speculation of the team, and believe that he could go out there and achieve the greatness and go out there and be the championship thing. Okay, this thing is, yeah. So if you wonder why I'm standing so stiff, because the laptop is right here, and I had this mic plugged up there because I don't feel like putting the stand right here. I need to probably buy like a smaller stand so I can put right here so it can be already just stationary. But I have to hold it in my hand like this. But the cord is not long enough, so it keep like interfering and keep coming out like that. Hope you guys can hear me still. If not, I just have to switch it to a different the other footage from the voice from the camera, but I don't want to use that. But yeah, but like I was saying, Adrian Griffin did a good job, but they fired him because they said they didn't believe in him being able to bring them to championship stardom. But then you look at the guy they brought in. No offense to Doc Rivers, you know, he's a champion. I'm gonna say, is he a Hall of Fame coach? The NBA Hall of Fame is easy to get in, so from their standards, yes. But from the standards of like just looking, you might say maybe if he win a championship this year, you probably can put him up there in that threshold. Because he has so many great teams, it's just kind of like falter a lot, especially when it's a 3-1 lead. Because he had the teams, we had Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, we had Kevin Garnett and all those guys. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Rondo, Ray Allen, all type of guys like that on that team. And you know, he won one championship with those guys, just one. Like they only went to one as well, one finals appearance with those guys. And then you look at kind of like the teams he had with the last year with the 76ers. He had Joel Embiid, he had James Harden and stuff. And you see in that Game 7, another Game 7 failure again for Mr. Doc Rivers. So Doc Rivers, I don't know if that's the best suggestion. I feel like Mark Jackson, or you just roll with Adrian Griffin still and see what happens like that. But Mark Jackson probably been maybe a better suggestion to bring in as a coach, or maybe somebody else or something. But I don't know. Doc Rivers is just the Game 7s and kind of like when like the expectations are very high for him and for his team. He always seems to kind of like mess it up or something, blow a 3-1 lead or something crazy that happens. So hopefully it goes well this time for Doc Rivers. I'm not trying to root against him or anything, but hopefully it goes well against Doc Rivers. But it just like it makes sense that the Bucks said they want to get the coach. They didn't trust Adrian Griffin to lead them to championship, but you trust Doc Rivers. We did it once, but that was in 2000, like was 2009 or 2008, and I was like 7 years old, 6 or 7 years old. So that was a long time ago. I remember that's when he had 2K. Probably had I think 2K8 or 2K9 had Kevin Garnett on the cover and stuff. So it was a while ago. It was a while ago. So hopefully he can maybe bring the team back to that. It'd be different, like if he only had one championship, but he also had the team. Like, okay, it's the team's been winning and stuff, and he been finding a way to elevate. Now this is the NFL, it'd be a different story because NFL, you know, Super Bowl a little tougher to get to like that. Especially when you have a team, especially when you have talented teams, of course, too. It's still tough to kind of get those teams through because of injuries and stuff as well. And you know, basketball, most of the time when you have the star-studded teams, most of the time you're gonna see yourself win a championship. Like that's how basketball works. In football, you can have the best players ever on the field, but if they don't have the right chemistry together and the right things and you know the right schemes, you can find a way to beat those teams. We see underdogs do it throughout the playoffs. You know, the Cowboys was an amazing team, all the stacked roster. Packers, you know, they still rebuilding, a lot of young guys and stuff. It was the youngest average team in the NFL with 25 in age average. Found a way to win it. Scheme. It's all about schemes and stuff like that in the NFL. NBA is star power. You need star power. You use your players to show up big time. So and he always had a way to being like not adjusting too well and, you know, blowing 3-1 leads and just not finding a way to like get back on track. You see how Coach Spo had a 3-0 lead against the Celtics. Of course, the lead started dwindling. We started seeing the Celtics win some games and stuff. And Coach Spo switched it up. You know, he switched the style up a little bit. The last game, the defense was a heavy emphasis. We was in enemy territory. Defense was a heavy emphasis on last year, and they blew out the Celtics in Game 7 right there. And Coach Spo got the team to the finals. So we've seen teams, great coaches find a way to adjust and make things happen, even when they back against the ropes and stuff. And they're seeing things kind of like not fall their way. Because remember that Game 6. Because thinking Game 4, Celtics won that one. Game 2, they won that one. But Game 6, the Heat really had that in the bag. Remember, Jimmy Butler hit those free throws at the end, but then Derek White hit that layup. You're like, man, we did everything. We did the whole adjustment, and they still found a way to win. But they found a way to adjust. So hopefully Doc Rivers, if situations happen, because it's going to happen in the playoffs. The playoffs always happen. All the things that you work for, your struggles, everything will always come up in the playoffs. So hopefully when they get to that point, you can find a way to adjust and make things happen. But we'll see. This is all I got for the video today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.